October 1st, which means it's the start of spooky season. It also means it's the start of my new horror series where I'm going to talk about 31 iconic horror villains through the month of October. We're starting off the first week of October with the big bads of the horror genre. I'm talking Michael Myers, I'm talking Freddy Krueger, but today we're going to start with my favorite horror villain of all time, Michael Myers. Before we start, if you love horror and pop culture content, give your girl a follow. Michael Myers is an interesting villain, and he's appeared in many films over the years. There are 13 Halloween movies that he's appeared in, and his mask has changed quite drastically through almost all of them. The first film we see Michael Myers in is, of course, the original 1978 version of Halloween, directed by John Carpenter. John Carpenter said he got the idea for Michael Myers from a young boy he visited in a mental institution when he was in college. He said he came face to face with this 13-year-old boy that had this blank stare that he described as such an evil stare. Thus he got the idea for Michael Myers, and we get that amazing monologue from Dr. Loomis in the first Halloween where he talks about Michael Myers as a child and how he had the devil's eyes. So this is an example of the Halloween franchise timelines. There are multiple different timelines, and in each timeline Michael Myers' backstory is a little bit different. In some backstories he's related to Laurie Strode, he is her brother. In certain timelines he's just considered just a man who snapped when he was a child. In other timelines he's considered cursed. In the different timelines, Laurie Strode is either his sister, she might have a daughter, she might have a son. And then there are other films that are kind of standalone, like the Rob Zombie installments. We're not really going to talk about that. And then there's Halloween 3, which Michael Myers really isn't even in there. But depending on what timeline you're focusing on, Michael Myers is always the strong silent type. In the first movie we see, Michael Myers was born in 1957. He seemingly was just a young boy that just snapped and killed his older sister, Judith Myers. He is sent to a mental institution where he is under the care of Dr. Loomis, who learns just how dangerous Michael Myers can be and kind of dedicates his life to keeping him away from the general public. But when he's an adult, he escapes the mental institution and then wreaks havoc on Halloween night. His weapon of choice is of course a knife, but he's killed many people in many different ways. And depending on what timeline we're referring to, he's killed between 90 and 160 people. Because Michael Myers is the strong silent type, he doesn't necessarily have a catchphrase, but the fact that he doesn't speak kind of makes him more menacing. In regards to how you could survive Michael Myers, I think first off, being as far away from Haddonfield as possible is probably good. Go to Florida or someplace tropical. That doesn't seem like a place that he would enjoy. If you happen to be near him on Halloween night, maybe if you're a fast runner, you could probably outrun him, but it does seem like once he has his sights on you, you're a goner. So depending on what timeline we're talking about, Michael Myers might just be a man. He might be someone who is cursed. He might be somehow superhuman because he keeps coming back. One movie he was beheaded and then he's right there the next movie. I think he's a classic, and in every single timeline, he's pretty scary. So that concludes day one of our 31 days of horror movie villains. Come back tomorrow when we talk about another classic horror icon.